What's going on, everyone? This is Malik of Dream Cancel, Zero Division, Team Stickbug, and Secret Society. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I know, like a hot mess right now. I've been working a lot, so I just want to do just my opinion, a review on KOF14. So far, it's a fun game. It's not bad. I like I like how there's a lot of new characters in this one because we haven't seen new characters in a while from at least in the original KOF characters. So it was a good look to see that. It was cool to see T-Zoc coming back as another alias king of dinosaurs. Oh, if you don't know that by now, it's like, come on, man. Like, yeah, the characters, there's some cool characters, new ones and stuff. Some weird ones: Sylvie, Kukri, Mian. Oh, and yeah, the presentation I'd say for the game in that regard is cool. And like I don't know if this is everyone else's like reason or it's a personal thing for playing KOF games or SNK, but a lot of us do like the story and that we actually care about the characters and what arc the story's in. Like this current one, it's I think it's post Ash Saga because it's supposed to be spoilers. It's supposed to be Elizabeth in one of the scenes with I think one of the sacred treasures. So I'm not too sure about that, but yeah, there's some cool stuff in there. And if you beat the game with Team Yagami and Team Official Invitation, my friend told me there's some cool story mode stuff if you're into the lore and everything. I guess I'll get into like gameplay specific things. The game's okay. Like I'll say one thing I really don't like is the way how certain normals interact with each other. Like it'll look like something will have a certain hitbox or it should interact a certain way and it doesn't. And I'm getting used to it, but it doesn't feel right. It kind of feels rushed. Like the overall game and the gameplay aspect, it feels really rushed. I know some people are gonna disagree with me, like, oh well, you're a scrubber, blah blah blah. But I've played enough games to tell when something feels like a budget game or just something that's just like, hey, let's put this out there because we have to put it out there. So that's just my 2 cents. But do I think the gameplay aspect is terrible? No, it is a little stale though. I will say that because I first got into KOF competitively with KOF13, and there was a lot of options in that. And going from that to 14, it's just like, okay, well, all right, I get it. Certain moves aren't gonna have certain properties and stuff, but it still feels a little lackluster. And honestly, like the reason I'm playing competitively is, one of my favorite characters, Nakaru, she's in the game, and I played her since like Capcom vs SNK 1 and 2 and stuff. And I didn't really play in Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, and I didn't really get into SNK games when Samurai Showdown was a thing. Of course, I grew up seeing arcades and stuff, seeing the 4-button Neo Geo layout buttons with all the extra games and stuff, but I didn't really play it. But that's the reason that keeps me motivated. And like I said, I don't think the gameplay aspect is bad. It just feels a little lacking in some elements. And the graphics, well, everyone knows about the graphics. And this to me is kind of a throwback SNK game because they weren't usually the prettiest visually. I think 13 was by far their most beautiful game, and it's still still is KOF. Although certain people disagree, it was just different. They added different things to appeal to the masses. But having EX moves accessible in max mode when you do that, and you do that by pressing B and C, you'll do light kick and heavy punch. That's pretty cool. But to me, it's kind of like it can be a balance shifter. Like a gameplay shifter. We'll see though, because I think in a competitive aspect, there's 50 characters, and I personally foresee like 20 or 25 being played in a competitive aspect, and that's not bad because Marvel vs. Capcom 2, if you guys don't know, had a bunch of characters, and there were only like 5 or 6 characters in that game. Obviously, you have some people like Demon Hio or whatever playing like Iron Man, or some like Justin playing Cyclops, but those are rarities, and you have Psylocke assist. But I think this game's balance is better than that, but I don't expect it to be the world's greatest balance. I guess another thing I kind of disliked was just characters having 4 buttons. Maybe I'm a scrub and I haven't explored yet, and because I haven't touched survival mode, but I've gone through characters trials and there's nothing to really unlock other than like voice collections and sound and like sound clips and stuff like that. So unless there's somebody that knows something about that I don't know, then yeah, I really dislike only having 4 colors. But I kind of get it though, because KOF's a 4 button layout game, and it's kind of old school in that aspect. You know, you have jab, fierce, short roundhouse, and so it's like, okay, yeah, you hit one of those colors, you hit one of those buttons, and those are your colors. But I don't know, it's just going from 10 colors to 4. It's like, hey man, even other titles, other KOF titles, I think had more colors. You can hit like 2 buttons, but once again, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm not no expert. Like, I played a bunch of these games, but I just feel like 4 colors is not really that much, especially when a lot of the characters' colors look kind of the same, like grungy looking, kind of dark looking. Is like, and one character will have 1 or 2 light colors, or it's just the color that'll match the character's, I guess, persona. Yeah, because Nakuru has all light colors. Yori kind of has some dark colors and the white color and stuff like that. But overall, the game's not bad. They SNK actually addressed the net play issue with a patch. It was like I think a week 2 patch, and it actually hasn't drastically improved net play. It has, and I've been able to play with people from New York, from in the southeast, like Texas and stuff like that, and in Midwest. All right, and party mode is cool. Party mode is really legit. It's actually fun, and it's good. And it's not just fun, but it's good for practicing things, like character matchups, learning matchups that you might not get to play on the regular. So, you know, all on is cool so far. Like I said, I feel like the gameplay aspect is just, for me, a little lacking. Like, they took away certain things. Like, if you'd get, like in 13, if you'd get like an anti-air stand A, you could, and if it's a counter hit, you could get like a DP or something, or you get a super, or with certain characters, if they had a super that did that. In this game, there's nothing really like that, and I feel like that's a little lacking. And then obviously some characters like, hey, they have juggle points when they do down trigger kick, up kick follow up. I don't know the name of it, and you can get like super and shout up, but just like universally, not every character can access that. So I feel like that was a little meh, you know, and I'm not really the biggest fan. I would just honestly, I think the game could have been just a little bit more complete, in my opinion. But if this is how they wanted it, then I'm gonna play it, you know. But I'm not, you know, completely satisfied from the gameplay aspect. And I know they would take away like the fuzzy guard and stuff. And I get it, but I feel like this game needs a little spice to it, because balance is good, but if you don't have nothing like exciting or cheap, then the game won't be, in my opinion, really interesting. Like, yeah, Marvel, like, you know, I'll bring up Marvel 2. It was a very cheap game, and it was very bland and character, you know, balanced. It was one of the worst, probably, like, balanced competitive fighters I was ever played, but that game is fun to watch, man. Like, and that's what it is at the end of the day. It's about fun. And if you try to I feel like if a game is too restrictive, then that's really taking away your freedom. Because I don't know about everyone else, but I play games to express myself, like fighting games in particular, to express myself through my art. That's one of my ways I can just get out and be like, all right, this game don't have to tell me what I need to do or I have to do. I can express myself. Oh man, they let me do this. Oh, I can utilize this. Great. Not everyone utilizes this, but 14 is kind of like, okay, yeah, go training mode, practice your hit confirms. You can come up with a cute setup or 2 or 3, unless you play Angel or something. She's very time consuming, or some other characters. But honestly, a lot of this game is just like play matches, learn matchup, like in-game specific spacing and stuff like that. It's just not bad, but you know, it's a little lacking in certain regards, because I just kind of want it more, you know. But it's all right. I'll play it for now, and I'm gonna stick with it. I haven't really been at a tournament or anything. Yeah, I'll go on my first tournament this week, Gwinnett Brawl, September 17th. If you live in Georgia or in the Southeast, you should definitely come check out Gwinnett Brawl's gaming tournament series. They've been doing a lot of work for a long time. David Kim, Walter, I forget his last name, Gobin, Pat 645, and Darius Datvip, the infamous Marvel 3 player, X23 Zero Dante Iron Man. He helps run that as well. A lot of us come there, man. Good Street Fighter, a lot of Smash. If you know people that play Smash, tell them to go to Gwinnett Brawl. It's in Duluth. You can look it up. Just type in Gwinnett Brawl on Google. So, but yeah, KO14 is not bad. I honestly give it about I give it an 8 out of 10. I give it 8 out of 10. So, anyway, guys, that's about it. This video is going on longer than I expected. I guess I kind of ran it, didn't want to, but just wanted to throw my opinions out there because I know some people, not everyone, care about it, but will care about my opinion. So anyway, have fun with the games because that's most important first. Having fun and communicating with people, and I'll see y'all at a tournament or I'll see y'all on the stream lurking. Deuces.